Welcome to what Clemson folks call the original Death Valley. Stop and take in this scene, one of the great environments in the sport, and this place is charged up today. This is something rare and special. A #1 versus #2 early in the season. Who's going to get the inside track, the early jump on that national championship chase? As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the second-ranked team, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Tigers will kick it away to start us off. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch him? Inside the 10. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Well, Chris, if you remember yesterday, the offensive coordinator told us that he thought if he could get the ball to this receiver, he had a chance to make plays for them. And here we are in the opening drive of the game. First play, they give him the football, and you can see what he can do.
PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Nicholson. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Second down, we're going to throw it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. We saw him, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Caught over the middle. It's Thorne. You bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid game.
Defenses all around the country got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And the wideout goes in motion. Ball handed off. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Second down after that previous play. He'll hand it off. And the freshman brings him down quickly. Third down play now, trying to keep this impressive drive going. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Fires it to the wideout. The sophomore, lucky that one did not get picked off.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Trying for a 4th down completion. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a 1st down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Last time out, a 1-play touchdown drive through the air. Can they keep it going here? Short pass finds the tight end. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense an edge to it.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw, looking to scramble. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Offense looking to throw the ball. Here's a target, and it's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out in space.
Alabama has now moved into the red zone. Looking to throw it again. Receiver makes the grab.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have first and goal now.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
The Tide offense line up here on first and goal. The shotgun handoff here. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Brings up second and goal.
That's a second and goal play for the offense. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tide.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
Return runs out of bounds.
And the powerful Crimson offense is back out there. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it in fourth down in their territory and got stopped. Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp. So after the incompletion, it's second down. From the shotgun, drops back. Here's the target, and it's complete. The tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. And the Tigers looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play. Here's a gamble. Head coach keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Timeout, Clemson.
Check this out. The offense still on the field, going for it inside their own 30. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. And it's broken up nicely. The defensive stop and a turnover on downs.
Chris, I like the call here, going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? And it's incomplete, just out of reach. A little too much on that throw.
It leads to second down.
Offense facing a 2nd and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Looking to set up a screen pass here. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
The end of the first quarter. Rookie score, Alabama 14, Clemson 0.
We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket now. That's a nice scramble there, a big gain, but not enough for the 1st down. The coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. And it's no good. He missed it. Off the miss, the lead is still 14, a 2-possession game.
Well, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. That poor kicker.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. That last possession, they got stopped on 4th down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. The sure hands, it's Thorne. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a 1st down. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
But Chris, with this style of RPO, the quarterback has to do a really good job of staying on that ride with the running back to make sure that the defense is really up against the run before he can pull it out and throw the football. Here, it's a little further downfield, but the same result as far as the potential and the big gain coming off of an RPO.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a 1st down here on this next play.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
You know, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a 1st down.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Will he score here? And he will score. Touchdown, Clemson.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
Going after, up and good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. Receiver makes the catch, and he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
Receivers are bunched together. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Short throw complete to the tight end. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to chuck it again. Snags a quick throw.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
So after missing the earlier field goal attempt, they're going to go for it on fourth down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down.
What a job by this offense picking up the first down. You know, as a play caller, you look at where you are in the field. If you punt it, there's a chance it goes into the end zone for a touchback. If you kick the field goal, it's a really long kick. So this is a great opportunity to be aggressive and pull the trigger to try to come up with a big play. They get it, keep the drive alive, and now they can get a touchdown.
And the junior quarterback shows his toughness, keeps this drive moving.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Caught quickly. Tackled at the 8 after the completion.
This defense has got to do a better job in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, and this offense could have 50 on you by the end of this game.
Alabama's offense now lining up on 1st and goal. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And is intercepted. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
And this is a big-time play by this linebacker showing his versatility. We know he can stop the run, but in zone defense with cover 2, he's got an area he's got to be able to defend, and that's exactly what he did. And I don't know if the quarterback even saw him or knew that he was capable of making a play like that.
And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
How about this, Chris? The safety reads the quarterback's eyes perfectly and saw the throw before it even happened. If you're the quarterback, that's why it's so important to look those safeties off so they can't break on your throws.
So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Looking for his big tight end. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd down.
Offense moving to a bunch formation. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Kaiser.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. The tight end has got it. And the defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards on the completion, but now it's 4th down. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. The offense stays on the field on 4th down. Wonder if the kicker's previous miss factored into the decision. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
They've already converted once on 4th down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Makes a quick catch. Brought down to the 27. It's a 1st down. This offense really threatening now.
Risky call here by this offense. I thought the quarterback might wait a little bit longer for him to take his route beyond the sticks, but he gets the ball out of his hands. And how about the job by this receiver to fight for that 1st down?
Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd down.
Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
This is a great job by the defense, putting two defenders on the most talented receiver on their team. Make this quarterback have to find another option to move the ball down the field.
Come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Offense will keep it on the ground here. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. The distance will be from 38 yards out. He knocks this one right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. First down, looking to throw the football. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And the defense tackles him in what should be the final play of this first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Breaking free at the 35. Good enough for the first down to the 37. The offense was fired up to begin the second half. That's the kind of play they've needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy. Let's see if they can do it again.
Ball moves to the 37 on the gain. It's first down. The offense with some pre-snap motion. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? That one moves the ball across the 40.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback drops back. Makes a quick grab. And they wrap it up after the completion just short of the first down marker. The Tigers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. On third and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable, that offensive line, and they come through for you.
This comes on offense moving quickly down the field. And they'll go right back to him on first down. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
A gain makes it second and medium. The tight end goes in motion before the snap. And the single back takes the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yards to set up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, I thought he might take that one all the way to the house. What a nice job by being able to find that lane in that defense. He picks up big yards, and the defense is fortunate to get him out of bounds there inside the 10-yard line.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Brings up second down.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Fumble recovered by the defense going the other way. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race at the 20. Touchdown, Bama. A fumble return for 6.
How about that for this defense? I don't know about you. I might move this guy over to the offensive side. This guy picks up this fumble and shows you not only speed, but what to do with the football. Takes it all the way back for a touchdown.
Extra point makes it a 17-point game. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Clemson, 7.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Offense is back out there. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, the sack is made there by the freshman.
This Alabama defense is laying the wood and living in the backfield of their opponent. Such upfield speed, it's dangerous.
Went backwards on first down, so it's 2nd and long here from the 10. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Pressure is coming. Cannot connect in his first throw. It's incomplete.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. And he drops back in the gun.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
They are 0 for 2 on previous fourth down attempts. We'll see if the third time is a charm. Backed up at the 1. He's going to throw it. And that's going to be a safety.
Wait a second. You're backed up inside your own 5-yard line, and you go with an empty set? It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It backfires here. I think that's a questionable play call, and it costs you 2 points.
And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They've got the lead, but had to settle for a field goal last time out. They'd love to find the end zone here. Moves the ball up to the 30.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Important second down play coming up. Keeping it on the ground here. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
First down here for this offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And the same runner's got it again. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score Alabama 26, Clemson 7.
A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Picks up about 3 yards there, but it's going to be fourth down.
Well, it seemed like the offense was trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
They've converted both previous fourth down attempts, so why not try to make it 3 for 3? And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Alabama.
And here comes the punter onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. And the coverage team ends him in and brings him down. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Remember, the last time out there, they surrendered a safety. They got to regroup from that right away. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. And this one is caught. It's a nice gain. They move the football over to the 27. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's only his second catch of this entire game. Boy, this defense has done an amazing job of keeping him in check. Let's face it, this guy's as good as anybody in the country. Big-time playmaking ability, but they've taken him out of the game. I think it's a big reason that they have a nice lead.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. The sure hands. It's Nicholson. They bring him down after a short gain there. And the Tigers looking to run some tempo here. Looking to throw yet again. Trucks through the defender. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain. Getting closer to midfield now. The Tigers keep the football on the move.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's a quick grab. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment.
I really like what this defensive coordinator's doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Extending the play now. The defense gets him, but it's a 1st down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling. Clemson now operating in the red zone. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Snags the quick throw. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Receiver makes the grab. Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in. And the Tigers come to the line with 1st and goal. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. So just 1 for 3 on red zone trips so far. They come up on 2nd and goal. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Quarterback doesn't see anybody open. Kirk says, I'll just do this myself.
How about this? What a luxury. Anytime you can make something happen, even when all the receivers are covered, everything's taken away, you take it yourself. And good luck to the defense trying to stop that.
Still out there. They're going for 2 here. Receiver in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he is stopped short. The 2-point try fails. They can't cut this lead further.
That keeps the score. Alabama 26. Clemson.
I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick.
Number 13 sets a kickoff.
And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job.
Well, it's a great job by the hands team. Expecting the onside kick in position, they were dialed in and pounced on the football.
So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Forced to punt last time, trying to add points, build the lead right here. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Chris, good job here on this stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use, but what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Here's a 1st and 10 play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. On 1st down, they'll keep the running game churning. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
2nd down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Off play action. He's looking to throw. He lets it go on the move. Touchdown, Alabama. This quarterback on fire today. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the 2nd half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Bringing it out, it's Nicholson. And he stopped at the 18. Returner tried to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Powerful Clemson offense is back out there. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. He's running out of time here. Good as he gets the pass away. Makes the catch for a huge gain right near the sideline. The Tigers will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Makes the grab. It's Thorne. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Short connection to the tight end here. Good enough for 1st down yardage. And the Tigers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
First down for the offense.
Back to throw again. bringing pressure. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
First down sack pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. On the run here. Lets it go. And it's picked off. Threw it across his body and paid the price. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will set up the offense at the 38.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
And the quarterback just takes a knee. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. There's the snap, then he just takes a knee. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. And the offense takes timeout with 26 seconds remaining.
Timeout, Alabama.
The punt team making their way on the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. It's a foot race. All the way for a touchdown. An electrifying play, Kirk. He was just a better athlete than the guys trying to stop him on that coverage team.
Boy, that was a thing of beauty by this returner. But let's also not forget the blocks. Some key blocks there that set this return up and eventually got him into the end zone.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Makes the catch for the two-point conversion as they continue to cut into this lead. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Formation to indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the hands team able to recover the football. This one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And with the game in hand, the offense just takes a knee. So that's now back-to-back